Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cougars offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Complete. And the ball squirted out. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're...
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Cougars are flying down the field. He leaves it with his back. Got the first down, looking for more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coates. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grab near the marker. It's Nakua. Touchdown, Cougar! A great catch and run for 6.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Colorado's offense will have its first possession of the game. They go to the ground. Shoots his way for more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continued to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Trying play action. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nakua. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He has the 1st and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Nakua. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Spins away from the defense. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And they make the stop. Likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
No gain on the play. Offense facing 4th down.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. We'll start the second quarter with a field goal attempt. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Watkins. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Miller. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna run it. It's Watkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And it's no good. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. He now has 84 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. They're going to ride this running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. He might want another play. Shotgun snap on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. BYU has this offense clicking. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Snagged in the middle. It's Nakua. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Quarterback sneaks ahead. Sneak gets it done.
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got him downfield. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Powers forward. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the 2nd half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Watkins. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They just match up nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Power football with the run. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Flips it out to the back. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Coates. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Hard running there.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Got it in the middle. It's Nakua. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking downfield on first down. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. BYU now into the red zone. From the shotgun, the inside give. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Now the play fake. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Buffaloes are on the move. Looking for a gap. It's Watkins.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as a result, the defense gets the INT.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man on the outside. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab down the left side. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll run it from the gun. Inside the 25. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Watkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but
and the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Rodgers. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll go to the ground. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The give to the tailback. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by 10 over Ohio. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case...
Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. They'll try the run. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field. I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and we got to go for it.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
And they've had a day. And it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. He stopped again. They tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had 0 success. It's fourth down. Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has... And the coach will take the penalty. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. There he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Here's some pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they